It was Venus to Saturn, but now it is Venus versus Saturn. Now, this is a fight that we have to see. What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Gundam Hajiroboshi from Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Urdr Hunt. So this thing right here, I do like the looks of this thing. I do like the design. I do like some of the unique features, like there being no side skirts, the foot thrusters on the side, and maybe the rear skirts, because I'm still on the fence about that. But I feel like this is just like the Gundam Vidar, a wasted opportunity to make this thing an entirely new Gundam frame. Now I know this may have been done to disguise the Marcosius, but it looks like an idea of what the earlier Gundam frames would look like, because this thing does look very similar to the Gundam Barbatos without actually using the Barbatos' leftover parts. So yeah, it's on the Marcosius frame. There's nothing we can do about it. All we can do is appreciate the majesty that is this demon in, I don't know, angel's feathers? I don't know. But anyways, the Hajiroboshi over here does look pretty good. I have to say I do like the color scheme. Well, it's carried over from the Marcosius, so of course it does look good. And let's take a look at the color separation, because this thing does have way better color separation when compared to the Marcosius. Yes, I know some of the red details on the Marcosius cannot be avoided by using stickers, but a lot of it can be made by plastic. How much of the colors of this thing is made by stickers? Well, let's take a look. So first of all, you do have the gray on the top of the head. So both sides have it. You do have the separate eyes. You do have the V-fin over here, but I feel like they could have done what they've done with the bail and used stickers that wrap around the entire tip, because the stickers on the bail's V-fin do stay on pretty well, so I would not be against a fully wrapping sticker. And then you do have the details over here on the shoulders. You have 2 on each side, so in total there are 8 stickers over there. You do have 2 red ones for the front skirt, 1 black one for the front skirt. And then you do have the black on the side over here, which does not cover the bottom, which I somehow like it. And you do have the yellow over here, and then the white over here, or purplish white on the wings over here. So relatively, there is not too many stickers, and there aren't really too many missing color apps. The ones on the body are basically the black on the chest over here to basically make the frame pieces of the cockpit lock. And of course the underside of the thrusters over here, they should be black as well. So yeah, there aren't too many missing color apps, so Bandai actually did a great job for giving this thing good color separation. So the one downside that this kit has, it does not have the amount of paneling options that the Marcosius had. So it makes this thing look a little bit too plain when it comes to Iron-Blooded Orphans kits, because they're known for being way more detailed than conventional high-grade kits. So I feel like that's the one downside about this kit, because I did all the panel lining and it took me like 45 minutes at the most. So yeah, that's a little bit of a downside when it comes to this thing being an Iron-Blooded Orphans kit, but overall this thing does look pretty good. So articulation on the Gundam Hajiroboshi is basically the same as every other Gundam frame. So you do have the double ball jointed head. You can do the chicken neck on that, but beware of the V-fin colliding with the shoulders. Speaking of which, the shoulders can move up this far, and the thrusters inside of there can move, so that's pretty good. The arms can rotate. The arms can move out perpendicular to the body. You can of course have the arm shrug over here, rotate above the elbow, bend at the elbow at one joint, which is expected to have limitations because of the armor, but is not too bad. A ball jointed wrist, a peg in the waist over here. The ball joint is sunk down so deep you can't even move it. And of course you do have the torso bar over here. Now this is the first of all my Gundam frames to have a stable bar joint, because the frame pieces are not coming apart inside of the torso, so that's pretty good. This thing's not gonna flop about anytime soon. Front skirts are separated. Side skirts you can move them, not that you need to. And then the back skirts are on the side skirt polycaps, so you can actually move them up and down. You can swivel them from side to side. The legs can move forward and back separate from the waist. The legs can go forwards, go back, go outwards, all the way. Rotation at the hip. A double jointed knee that doesn't look too bad. And then the feet has a thruster on the side, so it's on the ball joint, you can move it, and the top piece of armor can be moved. The toe can be pointed down, so yeah, here's a better display of the moving armor. You do have the ankle rocker, you cannot forget about that, and of course the regular ball joint. So overall articulation on the Gundam Hajiroboshi, it's basically the same as the original Gundam frame, so nothing really too special to talk about here, apart from the increased stability. Accessories, it's basically the generic Gundam loadout turned physical. So first of all, we have the short range rifle over here. It does look pretty good, but it's a little bit too small. In my opinion, it looks a little bit odd. But it's mainly for intimidating enemies more than anything. So yeah, you're not meant to take anybody out with this gun. So you can just allow the Hajiroboshi to hold it just like so. So yeah, it is a pretty good looking gun, if not a little bit odd because of its size. But if you do not like the gun, you can actually store it on the side skirts. So you can slide the top of the rifle into either of these holsters, but I'm just gonna slide it onto the left one, just because that's what the instructions told us to do, which is pretty good. And then you do have the crab shield over here, which does look pretty good, but you need stickers to make up the color detail. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of stickers to make up the colors on this shield. And of course, you need to paint the detail on the underside of the shield black in order to make it 100% anime accurate. But it's alright, I rarely look at the underside of the shield anyways. So you can plug it onto either hole on the forearms, and this is where things start to get interesting, because the hard points themselves are adjustable. So you can have the shield on the side or on the underside, which is pretty good. And then the shield itself, of course, is a crab shield, so you do have the claw that you can flip out just like so. And then you do have the drill inside. It's called a needle in the instruction manual, I don't know why, but yeah, this thing can just easily be pulled out like so. But unfortunately, you cannot spin the drill because it is on one single piece that allows it to be slid on the track. Personally, they could have gone with 2, but they've gone with 1 just because of budget reasons. But overall, the armed mechanic and the shield is a pretty good shield. However, stickers. Last but not least, we do get the smart mace over here. It looks a little bit too small in my opinion. Like every other weapon apart from the shield, it looks too small in this kit. But it does look like a baseball bat that's turned deadly. So you can actually just let the Hajiroboshi hold it in the hand just like so. And it doesn't look too bad. But if you do not want it to use it, again, you can store it on the holsters on the skirts over here. So you can have every single weapon stored up and have free hands to do something else. So that's going to be all the accessories for the Gundam Hajiroboshi. So in terms of leftover parts, we only get the original front of the arms for the Gundam frame. So yeah, if you need extras, there you go. Now let's move on to the comparisons, because the only one that I can physically bring in is the Gundam Articulation due to people using the living room, so I cannot get to the living room cabinet full of all my Gundam frames. So which one of these do you like better? Personally, if I have to choose between the two original forms, then I'd go for the Marcosius. But yes, then again, if only you have an idea for mixing the two together and making a custom build, because that would have been awesome. So that's gonna wrap it up for the Hajiroboshi review. What do I think of this kit? Well, the one thing I do not like about the design is that it doesn't have as much detail as the other Iron-Blooded Orphans kits. But overall, I like the design, I like the colors, I like how it shows design cues from the Barbatos, but being in its own separate unique character. I also do like the color separation because there is barely anything left for you to paint in to make this thing 100%. However, I think some of the red stickers could have gone with pieces of plastic, for example the ones on the front skirts and the ones on the shield. And I dislike the shield because it has so many stickers to make up for the color detail. But ironically, despite that fact, I do love the shield. In fact, it's my favorite among the kit because it does have offensive features hidden inside of it, and it's the most unique weapon out of the loadout. To top it all off, the custom lower arm frame means that the hard points on the arms can be adjustable, which is very nice. The other weapons are kind of but overall this thing is pretty good and I would absolutely recommend it over the Marcosius tenfold. So 7 out of 10. It is an absolute recommend. So that's it for me, 7 out of 10. Go ahead and pick this thing up. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comments, and also subscribe for more Gunpla reviews, Gunpla news, and all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to the featured channels on my channel page if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.